Senator Lindsey Graham came to Jerusalem to learn more from Israeli officials about how close Iran is to a nuclear weapon.
I don't know how close they are, but after being briefed, I'm more nervous than I was before I came. And I'm going to go back home to our intel officials, compare notes, and see if we can get the Biden administration to work with Republicans and Democrats and the Israelis to clearly articulate what we mean when we say no weapon.
Graham wants Israel and the U.S. to be fully unified when it comes to drawing lines in the sand with Iran.
Israel says it's unacceptable for them to have nuclear capability. America says a nuclear weapon. So what's the difference? There is a difference. The purpose here is to establish red lines, to let the Iranians know in the area of weaponization, enrichment, and missile technology, what would be red lines if you crossed, all bets are off. I think the world would be a safer place if we could provide clarity to the Iranian regime as to what we mean by you can't have a nuclear weapon.
This threat, combined with other international issues, come at a time when America is perceived as weak, especially by its enemies.
The Afghanistan withdrawal was a debacle. It's led to a lot of doubts about America, and now you got Russia threatening Ukraine, Taiwan being threatened by China. But the game changer for the world of all game changers would be a nuclear-armed Iran. And the one thing I know for sure, the Israeli people, through their government and military, will never allow the Iranians to get a nuclear weapon without a fight, and that's why I'm here.
Graham is convinced Israel will move against Iran if it feels the need.
They will use force, if necessary, to stop a nuclear-capable Iran because they believe it would be an existential threat to the Jewish state. They need additional capability, tankers and some kind of weapons, different kind of weapons. I'm going to try to lead the charge to give them that capability.
The Iranian threat includes a dangerous mix of nuclear technology and religious ideology.
The Iranians threaten the Jewish state daily. They're theocracy, and their theocracy has no place for a Jewish state or Christians. We're all infidels in their eyes, and they want to purify Islam and destroy Israel and come after us. They want to master religion. The Germans wanted to master race. So people like that should not have a nuclear weapon.
Graham says his visit brings a message to Israelis while also sending one to Americans.
To our friends in Israel, America has your back. We have common values. We have common enemies. I regularly pray for our friends here in Israel. The eyes and ears for America is Israel in a troubled region. I tell all of my constituents back home, why does Israel matter so much to us? Well, there's a religious component, in my view, but just without any concern for religion, it's a democracy in a troubled region that is America's eyes and ears to protect our homeland. And any threat to Israel is really a threat to us.
Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.